You can't walk very far in these parts without being greeted with a War Eagle. And boy, do they hope it will be a joyous one today. Welcome to Jordan-Hare Stadium and the home of the Auburn Tigers. And while today is the final home game of the season for one team, it is more importantly a celebration, Senior Day, as we'll see the #1 team in the country, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on a fellow SEC opponent, the Auburn Tigers. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack, and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. Auburn will kick it off to get things started. That one bounds through the end zone, and it'll be a touchback. The Crimson Tide offense takes the field to start things off. As important and as intense as this rivalry is, guys, it's usually one of the cleanest games of the season.
The thing about this game every single year is for so many years, it has national championship implications. Two great teams going at it in the same state. One thinks they're so superior. One gets looked at like down through the bottom of their nose. Like, this is a rivalry that means so much to all people in Alabama.
On the national landscape and also in the Heisman Trophy discussion, think about the legends that were almost created because of their performance in this.
Oh, look out, there he goes! And finally out of bounds after an explosive run by this ball carrier.
Man, I want to be a running back in this offense. When you take that handoff to the right and you see that blocking and all the holes open up, that's a good sight for a running back.
You've heard of read and react. I think the defense read it. They just didn't react very well.
Well, when you got that kind of a line, just all that push they're getting on that right side, they just pushed the defensive lineman back, got in the linebacker's laps, and man, oh man, it was brutal up front.
Fans are bringing the noise on 1st and goal. They'll try to get it in with the run. Oh, he got loose. He pushes his way down to the floor as they get closer and closer. Now 2nd and goal, and right in the teeth of this noise. From the shotgun, they'll run it. He's got it down to the 1-yard line, right on the doorstep of Pater.
Well, he gets tackled down at the 1-yard line, so offensively, do you feel confident enough on 3rd here trying to hand it off again?
Yeah, and I'm taking both these downs, and I'm coming downhill. I'm running the football, trying to get this in the end zone.
And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Alabama!
Number 89 in the end zone.
He'll try to tack on one more. And with the extra point, they get the first 7 of the game. So that scoring drive took only 6 plays. And they capped it off with a 1-yard plunge. Lining up to cover the kick after that touchdown drive. On the run from inside his own 5. Lowers those pads. And the return man showing great vision to be able to find some space and put his team in much better field position. The Tigers offense will get the ball for the first time. As we take a look at our impact players for this one, what are you looking for, Jesse, for a guy to make an impact?
Well, these are simply put the leaders of this football team, and generally games go how these guys play. If they make plays, then they've got a shot to win this one.
No doubt, they got to show up. These are the team leaders. These guys have to play well if they're going to win the football game.
You know, in the SEC, you're going to have to run the football if you're going to win games. And you can go on and on talking about great Auburn running backs back in the day, but right here, right now, if this team's going to win an SEC championship, they need to force feed this guy the football and let him go to work.
These two rivals first played in 1893, but there was nearly a half-century, guys, when they didn't play each other because they got in a fight over, among other things, gate receipts.
Yeah, listen, I've been lucky enough to broadcast this game before, and I'll never forget being at Bryant-Denny Stadium and just feeling the energy. It was just completely different versus anything I'd ever seen in college football before. David, there's a different meaning to this game for both of these schools in the state of Alabama.
Yeah, and it's just different because I think being in the state, like fans are around each other all year long. Players are around each other all year long. You know, the Iron Bowl is a civil war of hate between each other all year long, and they get to settle it on a big stage every year.
Auburn going to work with another first down. Hands it off. Really nice stop there from this senior leader.
I like feeding my guy. I like getting my running back touches, feeding the ball so he can break some of those big runs, but I'm also okay with these little ones. Set the tone, stay balanced.
Brown wants to pass. Ball into the end zone, and it's intercepted.
Sometimes the quarterback puts that zip on it, and you can hear it, and sometimes he uses the lob wedge where it takes a little time to get there. That time, he used the lob wedge, and the defender came in and made the interception. Big play for this defense early.
From the shotgun, the inside give. Not much of a gain there on the ground, and that will do it for the first quarter. So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And we've come to the end of the first as we take a moment to check out the stats so far. Now to see if these guys can get back in the game in the second quarter. We'll start the quarter offense about to snap it on second down. On the move, it's Haynes. Just enough there to get it to the 25, a pickup of 2. Alabama had little trouble the last time they saw the Tigers blowing out Auburn in the Iron Bowl.
Alabama made a statement. They did it from the very opening whistle. They completely dominated the Tigers in all 3 facets.
And the Tigers fans heard about it all year long. You know Bama loves to beat down Auburn in the Iron Bowl and brag about it for a year. Let's see what the Tigers respond with.
Oh, they really could have used that catch there. Physical pass defense. It brings up a 4th down. You want to talk about aggressive or nuts? This offense is staying on the field inside their own 30. Throwing right. Makes a grab enough for the first.
That's a great example of the receiver knowing exactly where the first down marker is. He got the depth he needed to get, so once he was able to make the catch, he already knew he had it, and now a fresh set of downs.
They get him down after he makes the catch. Now on second down. Out of the gun, the inside handoff, looking for a crease. And they'll bring him to the ground after a short gain. Better find the earplugs. Here comes the noise, backing this defense on third down. Trying to get to it. That ball's incomplete. They had the screen all set up, and he couldn't hang on to the ball.
Well, third and short, I think the offense was probably expecting blitz. That's why they dialed up the screen, but it did not fool the defense. Great job defending the screen, setting up 4th.
Still looking, on the move. He'll pull it down and run. Got room at the 35. Ripped off a huge chunk play on that one as he gets the first down before he steps out of bounds.
All right, it's decision time. So when you got a guy that can take off and do that against you, you got to decide whether you need more fast guys on the field. Your defensive linemen have no shot. Your linebackers have very little chance of catching this quarter.
Got some room, headed to the goal line. And he'll step into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama! Effective offense, leading the way here and establishing this lead.
And that's how you draw it up, right? You want to come out, be clicking early, get everything going, way to get all the facets rolling. The defense right now on their heels, they have no answers. The offense doing whatever they want.
They'll try to add another to their lead. And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. So it's an 80-yard drive. And they finished it with a beautiful 15-yard run for the score. About to kick it off after punching it in for the touchdown. Let's see if he can make a play on the return. Nice job executing all of the assignments as they put a stop to that return at the 22. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14, Jesse.
Yeah, and at this point in the game, I feel like offensively, you should go back to what's been working for you in this game. Don't be afraid to dial up plays that you've already had success with, running it and throwing it. It's okay to repeat plays down 14 at this point.
And I would also say, Palmer, kind of understanding that my defense is not playing great, so I know offensively I got to put some good possessions together here, make something happen on this side of the football.
Well, even though that was an incompletion, I wouldn't be surprised if this secondary wants to start playing deeper coverages, because this offense has shown that they're willing to be aggressive. They've got a lot of speed. This defense cannot allow any big plays here in the second half.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete and fourth down's coming. Auburn's going to have to send out the punt team. On the return, it's Adams. That's a perfect example of not settling for a fair catch. Pick up whatever yardage you can and help out the offense. Here comes the offense on first down. Takes the handoff. It's Young. Able to scrounge 3 yards out of that one somehow. It's 2nd and 7. We've reached the 2-minute warning, and they will try to build on what has already been a dominant first-half performance. Let's see what they've got on second down. Back to pass, it's Milroe, feeling some heat. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
And screens are all about timing, right? You want to invite the defensive line to fly up the field, and then you want to throw it right over their head. And you could tell just a little bit off, and the defense got in there so quick, got the quarterback hit before he could really get his bearings and throw the screen.
This offense has been money on fourth down here in the first half. They'll try to make it 3 for 3. Fires to the wideout. He's got him, and they convert. Turns out to be an easy conversion for this offense as they move the chains on fourth down.
Really nice job by the offense. Hey, man, trust your guys, right? We got all these analytics and fourth down, say to go for it. They trust their quarterback. He gets it done with completion and gets the big first down.
He works his way ever closer all the way down to the 1-yard line. Heftiness coming out on the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Crimson Tide.
Another rushing touchdown. That's now 2 on the game. This offense thought they could come into this one running the ball, being the more physical team, and they look like it right now.
Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And the extra point is true, and the lead balloons to 21. About to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
21, Auburn, 0.
The returner will field it and try to set up his offense in great field position. And they'll get him on the ground as the offense comes out to start the next drive. And now the offense will come onto the field again. He's looking to throw it. Got it on the outside. It's Thompson. And he'll make his way out of bounds after the solid pickup. Look, you want to make the quarterback feel you. You want to get pressure in his face. That was so close, but just a tad late. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. Unloads to the wideout. And this sophomore's going to learn you can't force that type of pass. Very lucky to get it back.
Got to give the defense a lot of credit, man, because they've come into this hostile environment. They've quieted the crowd down with some of the plays they're making. They've got a nice lead right here, and they're making it hard for this quarterback to go to work.
Fires to the tight end. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the first down. A timeout is called as this offense tries to find a way to get more points on the board before the half. And they got the completion, but still looking at a third down. Brown will throw it. Wide open downfield. Here's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, look, that wasn't a touchdown, but that was a massive play for this offense. They needed some momentum. They needed to find a rhythm, and what better way than converting on third down. Awesome job by the quarterback getting through his progression.
Grab behind the line. It's Norton. And he's able to bounce off one tackle for a solid pickup. Quick timeout from the offense to save precious seconds. Running backs just have to be a weapon in the passing game, even for little dump-offs and checkdowns.
Yeah, find your matchups. I mean, you think about running back versus a linebacker. We like that matchup in space, and so find ways to get the football to your running back in space where you can break tackles and make things happen because they're just so dynamic.
You know, sometimes even a short game like that can be used to set up something bigger later on.
No doubt, Reese, they can pump that and take a shot down the field. And don't worry, they're going to go back to that same play because they know this guy with the ball in his hands is dangerous. He makes one guy miss, he can take it to the house.
Third and short, and I guess the only thing they really took out of play in the shotgun was the quarterback sneak.
Yeah, and that's kind of what I like to do, Reese. I mean, 3rd and inches, I want to run the quarterback sneak, run the football, but this team fully comfortable throwing the football, and you see why. Easy pitch, easy catch, first down.
And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. They were able to get the ball to the running back in space, but that space just evaporated.
And a great job by the defense, man. It's tough to get those guys on the ground. They're so used to having the football as running backs and making plays and being dynamic. So usually one guy not going to get him to the ground. You want many guys swarming to the football, try to get that elusive guy on the ground.
Coming to the line of scrimmage at the 30. It would be a long field goal, but they'd love to pick up a few here on 3rd and long. He'll grab the throw to the sideline and step out of bounds after picking up a few. It's 4th down, and they'll try the field goal. And this will be a bit of a challenge, a 46-yard attempt from the right hash. And this one splits the uprights. So they get the late field goal right before the half, and not much time after this kickoff for an answer. No reason to risk trying to field that one as it skips through the end zone. It'll be a touchback. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. They'll run it from the gun. At the 35, he's got room. Nothing but green ahead. And there they go again with another huge gain on the ground. He's finally run out of bounds. Just enough time to get off one final play of the half. They'll throw it on 1st down. He's going to fire deep. Fires the pass. Intercepted. And the defender is tackled, and that's how we'll run out the first half. That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin and our halftime update.
Guys, from Tuscaloosa to the Plains, there are some ornery folks and some emotional fan bases enjoying a soda pop and a lot of trash talk in this battle between the Tide and War Eagle. And we've got to start our halftime breakdown with this superstar running back. His elusiveness, his raw power. This young man is the total package. And his ability to catch the ball out of the backfield is a differentiator. A lot of guys can hit the hole. This kid can hit the hole and hit the home run in the passing game.
Ready to start the 2nd half. Alabama will kick it off. Here he comes with the return. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Now here comes that Auburn offense onto the field again. They come into this 3rd quarter with a lot of work they need to get done.
Yeah, and it starts with this possession. And I'm going piece by piece. I know this is coach speak and very simple. I score. I get a stop. I score. I can get back in this game, but it's got to be one drive at a time.
It's going to have to be, but I think the mindset offensively is we're probably going to have to score every time we get it because our defense has been struggling. They have not been getting a lot of stops, so this is a critical drive here for this offense.
They're getting this guy lathered up. They get him stopped at the 32. That's a gain of 4.
You see, they need more runs like that. It's been so few and far between. Defensively, they've been in position. They've been winning their one-on-one battles, getting off of blocks and rallying to the ball carrier. This defense has done a nice job slowing down the run game thus far.
Able to work it to the 39-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Well, the offense knew what they needed to get that first down, so they dial up the running play, and they get just enough to keep the drive alive.
Leaves it with the running back. They can rely on this guy to pick up solid yardage when they need it, and he's out to the 43.
Small gain, I know, but again, the defense knows he's going to run the football. He's willing to run the football, not just drop back and pass, make him honor the run game. You got to do a lot of this.
Got it in the middle, it's Burton. And he's knocked down, but not before moving the chains. That was a nice pickup, running the drag route and finding that quiet, soft spot in the zone.
Yeah, drag routes not only work against man coverage, they work against zone too. If you can find the soft spot and the quarterback gets it to him early, he can turn upfield. You saw that right there.
Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Grabbed behind the line, it's Coleman. He's there to make the stop, and they threw it in reverse, losing yardage on that play. 3rd down, and this offense is already in a world of trouble. They could really use a conversion, not to mention multiple scores. Nowhere to run on that one. He loses 4 on the carry.
Man, it's been a surprise today for this offense. Like, coming into the game, we all talked about it. We thought they'd be able to run against this defense that's been run on a lot, and this offense just can't get the running game going. Be interested to see what they do to try to change it up, but somehow, some way, they need that physical ground game.
The Tide offense rolls onto the field. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game. If you're going to win it, David, they've got to be able to eliminate the mental mistakes.
Yeah, and I don't think you get conservative or play it safe. You can trust your guy. I think you put the ball right back in his hands and let him do his thing.
They're setting up the screen. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped.
This running back is so dangerous. He's going to hurt you running the ball, but they find creative ways to get him the ball in the passing game as well. Beautiful job setting up the screen. He was acting as if he was blocking, let the defender run right by him, and then he made magic happen after he had the ball in his hands.
So Alabama takes the lead into the quarter break. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. One more period to go, and we'll see just how much fight they've got left in them. We'll get this quarter going with a 2nd down play. Quarterback reacting to what the D is showing. Solid fundamentals on that tackle from this freshman. Now facing a 3rd and long. To throw, it's Milroe. Throws to the wideout. And the missed connection on 3rd down.
And that is a frustrating possession for this offense. You wanted to run the football, maybe take some time. You did the opposite. Got in a bad situation, threw the football, stopped the clock. Not how you manage a game late in the 4th quarter.
On 4th down, they're taking to the air. Looking to buy time. Makes the grab, and it's plenty for the 1st down.
Hey, I got to be honest. I don't know if the defense was expecting that type of throw on 4th down. It looked like they were all huddled close to the line of scrimmage, looking for something in the quick game, but instead the quarterback takes a shot vertically down the field and gets the defense off guard.
Yeah, and that's exactly what you want to do. Late in the ball game, with the lead, establish the run, establish the physicality. And you know what helps? That clock up there, it continues to tick. So let's see if they choose to keep the ball on the ground and stay conservative and run that clock.
Out of the gun, the inside give. They finally get him on the ground, but the big running play moves the change for the 1st down. The Crimson Tide snaps it from the red zone. They'll run it to keep this clock grinding. They get him on the ground. He picked up about 4 yards, and the ball spotted at the 10. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone. Is still some ground to cover to pick up that 1st down. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. They get him on the ground at the 3-yard line, but this defense is taking some punches.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep...
Touchdown tie! And the punishment has been extended. The tide is rolling as Alabama starts to pull away from Auburn.
Yeah, and Alabama handling the moment. Obviously, we know they got great players, great tradition, but handling the moment in the Iron Bowl, big stage, a lot of hatred, doing a great job of handling all of that, Paul.
And Alabama knew coming into this game, you just throw the records out when you're playing your in-state rival, Auburn. What matters is what you do on the field when that first whistle blows. And Alabama simply, in all three phases of the game, they've been better.
First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. Brown wants to pass. And it's incomplete. If you're going to take a hit like that, you might as well hang on to the ball.
It's a nice adjustment by the defense here. With a big lead in the game, you're putting extra DBs on the field, knowing the offense has to throw to get back in this one in the fourth quarter. So your best cover guys on the field, and they force an incompletion on the last one.
That kind of play will get a drive started or help your field position. They've got it at the 27. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. First down here with time for maybe one more play until the 2-minute warning. He wants to throw. Tight end finds a soft spot. We hit the 2-minute warning, and this offense is desperate to make something happen and do it in a hurry.
And this offense is going to have to find more explosive plays. And it can't just rely on the dink and dunk. It's going to have to find itself and score more points. Listen, they got beat up today. But moving on in the future, they've got some good pieces. They got to find a way to fit them together, create some explosive plays on this offense, because today they've been lacking.
Good job by the receiver there, not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback can throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
And when you run those drag routes, it just takes a little bit of know-how. And when I say that, receivers got to understand, find space. My quarterback's going to find me. He's looking for that space at the same time. Nice throw, nice catch. Way to get the first down.
And that is good versatility there, and a big hit from the backer in pass coverage. Got the completion on the last play. Still some work to do on second down. They keep attacking through the air. Ball spins away. And you can see the offense just feeling itself. They've got it down to the 21. They immediately call timeout, trying to preserve every second they can to try to rally here late.
29 Philly.
Brown will throw it. He's got his man. He's run out of bounds after the big gain, and they are in business, first and goal.
I just love the job this offensive line is doing in this game, communicating pre-snap. They know where the pass rush is coming from, and they're working their single and double teams and not giving up any ground. Just look how clean that...
And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Auburn.
One of the reasons this offense is so exciting to watch, they've got guys that are dangerous after the catch. And if this quarterback gets through his progression, David, he gets you in stride, these guys will take it to the house.
Man, it's your job to do the rest, right? You hit me in stride where I don't have to stop running, I don't have to break down. It makes it so easy, the connection between quarterback, wide receiver. You can tell this is a good one, and that's why they got 6 on that play.
Here comes that Alabama offense. With this big cushion they're working with, Jesse, they're ready to send these fans toward the exits.
And you know the coaching staff has got to be so happy with how this offense has been able to come out here on the road, fight the crowd noise, and execute at such a high level, Dave.
Yeah, just dominate the football game. And now, listen, it's mode where I can run the football, run out the clock, watch this game go to zeros and get the dub.
And he has a solid game before the defense bottles him up. Halfway there on first down, it's 2nd and 5. To the ground with the back. Got some room, headed to the goal line. Touchdown, Alabama! And the beatdown has ensued.
With that last touchdown, they remain undefeated. And what can you say about this offense? One of the most explosive in the entire nation. And they're coming in, I think, every week with the mindset that we're just going to outscore everybody. We are okay going into a track meet. And that's really what we saw in this game today. But opponents just cannot keep pace with them and all of the athletes they have on the offensive side of the ball.
And the extra point splits the uprights, and they're up 35-10. Almost ready to kick it away after scoring the touchdown.
35, Auburn, 10.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. And Auburn is ready to go back to work on offense. Not a lot to feel great about in this one, Jesse, but I'm sure they'll try to seek out some positives.
Well, this might be an opportunity, too, Reese, to go back when they watch this game and just find the plays and the schemes that were working. There weren't a lot, obviously, David, but maybe an opportunity for the coaching staff to condense the playbook a little bit.
I was going to say, there's not a lot of good to go back to. That'd be a quick film session because there was more negatives than positives. But when you look at this week...
And that defense gets to him, and down he goes at the 9.
And I tell you what, this defense, they've heard all about how great this quarterback is. They came in today with a mission, with a purpose. They've been flying around, harassing him, and making life so hard on this offense.
Auburn sends out the punting unit. 3 and out, and not much choice but to get rid of the ball. He gets it away from his own end zone. Slips through the line. Really good job by the coverage team to make the stop, and that's where they'll put it in play. This drive will get started from the 37-yard line. He'll pull it on the read. Got enough for the first, and he's still going. And they'll move the chains and get it to the 47-yard line. Timeout on the field and 4 ticks left to go. And after this play, the cake will be baked. He's going to pass. He turns that loose down the right side. Goes out of bounds just short of the goal line, and they'll be set up and in great position here. The wins keep piling up, and the stakes get higher along with it as this squad remains unbeaten on the season.
Stakes get higher, the pressure starts to mount, those rivalry games come up late in the season a lot of times for people. So this team has been really dominant throughout the season. Jesse, they got a little bit more to go, can't get too high just yet.
Yeah, so how much more do they have left in the tank? We know this season has taken a toll on them, even though they've looked really good at times. A couple guys have been dinged up. Mentally, emotionally, physically, they're exhausted. Do they have enough left in the tank to finish this thing out undefeated?
That's going to do it for us from here. For Jesse Palmer, David Pollack, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.